Sometimes a game comes out that I'm only vaguely familiar with. That's kind of on my radar. I know the game exists, but for one reason or another, I just end up never playing it. And that's the case with The Force Unleashed. I knew about it. I watched my Navy buddy briefly play it when it first came out in 2008. I read reviews, it looked neat. But I actually never played The Force Unleashed until a few years ago when I bought it on Steam. So this is kind of a different episode than normal. All the other games I've talked about on Return to the Retro, I played as a kid, not this one, and I believe it's the newest game I've ever talked about on this series. It's only 9 years old. Whatever, let's jump in. Star Wars The Force Unleashed was first released on consoles in September of 2008. I've always viewed it as a hack and slash style game. It's pretty basic, controls are simple, you have to select powers, you basically have a mana bar. It is a hack and slash game with the ability to force throw people across an American football field. That's not to say it isn't fun, it's a blast. The Force Unleashed is one of those games that has an inexplicable feel to it. It just feels good to play. Manipulating your character on screen, jumping around, picking up and tossing objects just feels good. It feels smooth. It's hard to explain, but it's like comparing Counter-Strike and Arma, or Battlefield and Fallout 4. CS and Battlefield have really smooth gunplay. They feel good to play, but Arma and Fallout are clunky as fuck. You know it's true! The Force Unleashed is set between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. At the very beginning, you play as Vader, hunting down Kento Merrick, a Jedi who is hiding out on Kashyyyk. When you kill Kento Merrick at the end of the level, you discover Kento's son, Galen. And after that, you take control of Galen, also known as Starkiller. Vader sends you across the galaxy to try and eradicate the remaining Jedi, and Vader sees this all as training for his ultimate goal, which is assassinating the Emperor, so Vader and Starkiller can rule together. I mean, how hard would it be for Vader to just kill the Emperor next time they're standing next to one another? Do you really need to train an apprentice from ball drop to adulthood just to assassinate a dude you stand next to every day? I love the gameplay. It's simple, and I like simple. You can play the game by sneaking around and being super stealthy, and the game will actually reward you for doing so, but me, I don't have the patience to sneak around. I get antsy. I'm not here to sneak. I have a lightsaber and a bunch of superpowers, and I just want to be the visceral embodiment of napalm. Slash and burn scorched earth. Where things get frustrating is when you have to move stuff around for puzzles or whatnot. Sometimes the objects you're trying to move aren't very responsive, and maybe it's user error, and I guarantee that's what it is, but I'm gonna blame the game. But sometimes what should be a simple move this to that puzzle ends up being an insanely annoying task. So as you hack and slash your way through meat bodies, you raise your level and gain skill points that you can spend in 3 skill tiers: Force powers, Force talents, Force combos. Simple, self-explanatory. I've never really felt like I see much of a difference when I put skill points into specific trees. I mean, just press button, swing sword. Just press button, hit bad guy. Monkey swing sword, hit bad guy. Monkey press button and get treat. Star Wars The Force Unleashed's main story will take you about 7 or 8 hours to complete. I beat it in 6. Good for you. I beat it in 3 hours. We're all so impressed. While Star Wars The Force Unleashed is relatively short, I think that shortness is probably a good thing. The game can be incredibly repetitive. Sometimes repetition is fun when there's a decent level of variety in mission type or variety of environment, but The Force Unleashed doesn't really deliver on that variety. The missions are the same. The final boss fight at the end of every level always ends in a Heavy Rain style quick time game of a whack-a-mole. So Star Wars The Force Unleashed, pretty fun game. It's simple, it's hack and slash, it's the kind of game where I can just shut my brain off, sit on the couch, and smash buttons to get skill points like a NASA space monkey. If you're like me, and you never played it when it first came out, and still haven't played it, well, you should absolutely play it. It's currently $20 on Steam, $20 on the Xbox Store, and actually not available on the PlayStation Store as of this video. But I'm sure you can go on eBay and find yourself a copy. Let me know what you guys think of The Force Unleashed in the comment section below. I'm sure for a lot of you guys, The Force Unleashed means to you what Shadows of the Empire means to me. HelloGreedo, out.
With you connect between